Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Wonderful morning, Mr. Neil. That's great. Mr. Alex, Dato Hondo. All right. Okay, that's good. Okay. Right. Very happy to see all of you all here. Okay. Today's topic is going to be loving rejection. Loving rejection. A lot of people, they hate rejection. They cannot accept and come to rejection. They cannot take it when it comes to rejection. They become so depressed when it comes to rejection. They think that as though their life is gone when it comes to rejection. Now remember, rejection is part of the nature process. It is a nature process, right? And we cannot go against the nature because rejection is a natural thing that happens in everybody's life, right? Mr. Alex, tell me, how many times that you fail in love life? So many times.
Many times.
Right? Rejection. But when you fail in love life, do you ever give up hope in your life? Do you ever say no, no more to life, no more to love? No. You keep loving the next person. You keep trying the next person. You keep trying the next person. Whoever clicks, then you got married. Am I right? So that is called, we start to love the rejection, because we know that when somebody rejects you, they are not gifted. Remember this word. When somebody rejects you, it's not you are not gifted. They are not gifted to marry you, to do business with you, to be with you, to become successful together with you. So they are not gifted. It's not about you, it is about them. Right? But the issue with human mind, when we start to see rejection in our life, we started to have this fear. Not fear of anything, but the fear of what he will tell about me, what he will think about me, what other people will think about me, what other people have mindset about me. See, when you do a presentation, example, right? Now, while doing presentation, people reject, say, no, I'm not interested, Mr. Alex. I'm not interested, Mr. Hondo. Let me think about it, right? Immediately, you start to have this fear, what he will think about me. Maybe he might think that I'm good, I'm not good. Maybe he might think that I don't believe this guy. That is only fear will make you to become depressed. Why you need to think about somebody who don't have trust on you? Why you need to get depressed with somebody who don't believe you, who don't believe that you are giving a wonderful opportunity to them, right? Do you think they're going to pay your bills? Do you think they're going to give you money for you to eat? Do you think they're feeding you? No. So when somebody say no, why we are getting depressed? Why are you getting upset? This is what happened in everybody's life. When somebody say no, they feel the entire world is gone. They feel, oh, that's it. Right? Why we don't love the rejection? See, I'll tell you one thing. As what I used to teach everyone, cheat your mind. In order for you to not to get depressed because of the rejection, first of all, is due to our expectation. That's why you are getting depressed. Of course, rejection happen naturally, but the rejection happen and you are falling into the depression because of the too much of expectation. Before you go and sign up somebody, before you make appointment, while you're doing presentation, too much of expectation that, hey, he must join the business, he must buy the product, he must come into the business, he must develop the business. Can you see that? Can you see that? So we fail to realize, okay, we fail to realize in one thing, Okay? Rejection is not only there. There are many angles in rejection and come to network marketing. Let me tell you something. Let's take a good example, right? Let's say enemy. Let's say we have enemy, right? Our own enemy, personal life enemy. When you see enemy as enemy, what will happen? They will still see you as enemy. They will still they will still have a revenge feeling on you. They will still have a negative feeling on you because you are seeing your enemy as enemy. But when you start to love your enemy, even though you know he's bad, you know he's your enemy. But when you start to love your enemy, when you start to care for your enemy, when you start to accept your enemy as your friend, do you think he will see you as enemy too? He will start to change his mindset and he will start to accept, wow, Mr. Hondo, even though he's my enemy, but what happened to him? He's not seeing me as an enemy. He's inviting me for tea, he's inviting me for a coffee, he's inviting me for a dinner. Suddenly he's becoming too good, he's calling me, he's wishing me, he's greeting me every day, good morning. Wow. So do you think the enemy will start to see you like an enemy? Oh, I must make sure I attack Mr. Hondo. Even the enemy, you can turn the enemy to become friend. And when your enemy, you treat them properly. When they start to become your friend, the enemy will start to help you. Now consider they become friend. Now tell me, when you hate rejection, how the rejection is going to help you? Remember, the rejection is the one need to help you to overcome the rejection. Right? So, when you start to hate the rejection and start to avoid the rejection from your life, the rejection is not going to help you because that's what I say, rejection is the nature. When you start to hate the nature won't help you back. The nature will start to rejecting you. And every time anything happens, the rejection will keep happening because it's not going to help you to overcome the matter. But when you start to fall in love, when you start to love the rejection, hey, I love rejection. I hope I get so many rejection today. I enjoy rejection. Why? Because number one, through rejection only you can learn. If there's no rejection, you cannot learn. Only through rejection, negative things happen. When people rejecting you, and people are not listening to you, sorry, when people don't want to sign up the business, then you start to identify why they did that. Why they reject me? Why they don't accept me? Why they don't want to join the business? Why they don't want to buy the product? What is the reason? So the reason is me. So when it comes to me, what I did, how I talked to him, is it the right time or wrong time? He rejected me. The wording that I use, is it a proper wording? The words that I use, is it a proper wording? Or the timing of the presentation was proper? Did I explain to him properly when it comes to timing? A for apple. The timing of the presentation, your words. I will say A for apple. So is my timing wrong when I do the presentation? Right? So, due to all these, he's rejecting you because number one, he don't understand. Number two, he's not rejecting you because he wanted to reject you purposely. Of course, purposely also there are a lot of things there, but he didn't do it purposely. So how you can accept that as a rejection? We never know while doing presentation. That's why we have a strict rules. Never touch your mobile phone. Never interrupt the session. Why? Two things. Maybe while you're doing presentation, he might receive a SMS or WhatsApp from the wife. Say, you come back home. I'm very angry on you. I want to see you for what you did. Maybe he never helped the wife to clean up the room, clean up the house or whatever. So while you're doing presentation and when he receives such a WhatsApp, immediately the mind will say, oh my God, my wife is angry. I don't know what to do. When I go back home, she's going to shout at me. And by the time the mind will close and he said, oh, what this guy? Oh, I need to go back home faster because my wife is very angry. So I need to take care of her. But this Alex is keep talking about the Destina One product. So what happened? His situation is wrong. I mean, his situation, the timing is not right. That was the reason he cannot even listen and understand you properly. And he said, okay, Mr. Alex, give me some time. Let me think about it. Then I'll come back to you. Okay, thanks, huh? So he went back. And he went back based on his own situation. And immediately you come to the mindset, oh, he said no to me. He rejected me. He said he got no time for me. He said he'll think and come back to me. Oh, rejection. Can you see that? It's our own perception on that. That may we are taking it wrong, but we don't know what situation that he is going through at that particular moment. Maybe before he come to the presentation, he might receive a call. Hey, somebody is serious in your house. You have to come back, you have to fly to Texas today. But just because he already make appointment with you, he said, okay, I must meet Mr. Hondo. But his thinking won't be with Mr. Hondo or presentation. His thinking will be with Texas. Oh, somebody's sick, I need to fly. What time flight? How to go there and everything. Am I right? So after the presentation, he said, Mr. Hondo, give me some time. I'm too tied up. I don't know what to do. I'll come back to you. Immediately, our mindset start to say, oh, the rejection. Oh, they have rejected. Oh, come on, man. Things didn't work out. Remember, success never happened overnight. Same goes to the successful presentation, never happened just like that. And when you present to people, don't expect people to sign up immediately or get back to you on the response on the same time, on the same date, or the same hours. The problem with all of us, we are expecting things to happen like a magic there and there. Right? After the presentation, we are expecting some positive word. Okay, Mr. Alex, I've decided this is the money, I'm going to sign up. Definitely he need to think about his personal thing. Okay, I need to arrange the fund. Let me go back, talk to my wife. Let me see what to do. Then I'll come back. Then I'll sign up. So it might take about 4 or 5 days or 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We don't know. But immediately our mindset start to take that as a rejection. Oh, Dr. Barani, today I went for 3 presentations, but they rejected. They said, let me think about it and I'll come back. Give me some time. I need to arrange something, then I'll come back. Hey, they said only give you some time. They never say, no, I'm not interested. Even though if they say they are not interested, it might be some other issue. Maybe as what I said, they might receive a message from the wife or husband, or some emergency matter happening in their house, or something bothering them. Maybe the bank officer called them to pay the loan. Oh, there's a due date today, you have to pay the loan. So all this is a distraction for them. So due to this, they will give you a different response. No, Mr. Hondo, let me think about it. I need to arrange all this, you see. But at the moment, I don't think so. I can able to buy this product. Give me just some time. I'll think about it and I'll come back. And immediately we'll think that he rejected. You see, reason why? Because we don't love the rejection. If we start to love the rejection will help you. Right? Even though we know that he's not rejecting you, maybe he's asking some time. Maybe he said it's not the right time, give me some time, I'll come back to you. Or maybe give me 2-3 weeks, let me talk to my family. Let me do this, do that, right? Due diligence or whatever. Leave him, okay, go. Take your own sweet time. Come back when you're ready. When you're okay, you call me. That's it. Right? Because we hate rejection. Fear of failure. Fear of what people will talk about you. Fear of what people will think about you. Can you see that? Right? So you need to start to love the rejection Because when you start to love your enemy, the rejection is your enemy. Because you are here to make money, you don't want to accept any rejection, correct? So you need to start to fall in love with your enemy. When you start to fall in love with your enemy lose. Reason why? Because your enemy don't know what to do. Say, oh, he's so caring. He loved me. He loved the rejection. He just simply accept, yes, I love the rejection. How to love the rejection? I learned something new. When people reject you, when people say no to you, that means the sense of urgency is not there. Maybe your presentation didn't create the sense of urgency to create the fear on them. I badly need this product because I'm living in that kind of lifestyle. So you didn't create that kind of fear or whatever on them. So that was the reason they don't have a sense of urgency to get the product, to join the business, because you didn't create that kind of fear on them. Hey, we are into this lifestyle. Remember, today we are healthy. Tomorrow morning we might suffer from any cancer. You never know. Right? You never know. Tomorrow you might get somebody, boom, left and right, and they might bring the business and you start to make money and your financial problem the next month solved. You need to create that fear on them. Then they will realize, oh, yeah, I bet in this product, number one. Oh, yeah, I need to financially attain success. Oh, I need money next month because of my daughter's wedding. So what I'm going to do, so at least let me do here something, and at least I can earn something so I can utilize that fund for my daughter's wedding. You see, you have to make them realize the business plan and the product is much more important, and you need to make them realize until it creates a sense of urgency for them, and they have the fear, I badly need this. That's why they will come into the business. So that means, remember, you are learning when they reject you. When they say, no, Mr. Alex, give me some time, Mr. Prakash. Right? Give me some time, Mr. Raj. Let me think about it, Mr. James. I'll think about it and I'll come back. Right? So you must analyze where the mistake happened. Is my presentation way? Or is it I forgot to cheat my mind? Right? Or is it I'm expecting too much? Yes, that's why I forgot to cheat my mind. Or is it that maybe he just look into the phone and suddenly he become panic? Or maybe he might receive some emergency message or whatever. So these kind of people, we shouldn't put them into a rejection list. We should call them and approach them back. Okay, I know that day maybe you might be busy or what. Let's meet up again for coffee. Let me explain to you again about the business plan. Can you see that? So when you start to love the rejection, you will start to learn something. A lot of people, you know, why they are not learning? Because they cannot take the rejection. So when they start rejecting the rejection, they start to see the rejection as their enemy. They start to reject themselves. When they start to reject themselves, they are not in the learning mode. Reason why? They won't analyze what mistake they did on the presentation, on while approaching, while talking about the business to the prospect. Can you see that? He will have a mindset of, he rejected me. Dr. Barani, he rejected me. I cannot take it. I really don't know. It's very hard for me to do this business. He becomes too depressed because you don't love the rejection. But once you start to love the rejection, you will accept the rejection. You will take it as a fun. You will take it as a learning mode. Okay. So what? Rejection happened. Fine. No worries. Right? NO means next opportunity. Maybe he's not rejecting you. Maybe he's rejecting himself. Second thing is not about rejection. Maybe he might have some emergency matter or whatever popped up in between. So he got panicked. So he cannot have time to listen properly. So let me have another appointment and talk to him again to make him, to make him realize again, to make him understand. That time, they might join the business. You see? So you have to love your enemy. Rejection is your enemy, but you have to love it. Once you love it, the rejection itself will help you. Because normally what happens, I'll tell you one thing, automatically when you start to love the rejection, The rejection will naturally help you because you start to love the rejection. Right? So rejection won't happen because the rejection will say, hey, Alex, you love me, man. So how I'm going to work against you instead of let me work as a friendly term with you. Since you love me, I'm a rejection. Since you love me, so I believe since you love me, so I need to help you. So I should not reject somebody. You see? So, okay, never mind. So that's how the nature works. You love your enemy. Things will change. You love your enemy. You will start to learn. When you start to learn, you will understand about your enemy. You will start to love your enemy. You will start to understand what your enemy needs. Right? So based on that, when you keep going and doing more presentation and more presentation, your enemy, because your rejection is your enemy, what? But you already start to love your enemy, so your enemy don't know what to do. You know that? Your enemy don't know what to do, so automatically your enemy will start to love you back and start to help you back. So even though any rejection also, your enemy like, oh, the rejection should not happen. We should help Alex because he loved me. So how I'm going to see him as an enemy? So I have to see him as my friend. So let me work something for Alex, so at least the person sign up into the business. Can you see that? You see, me, let's take an example of me. I'm Dr. Barani. Right? I'm Dr. Barani, right? I've seen 1,000 over rejection in my life. 1,000 over rejection. You think everybody I talk, people sign up? No. I'm going through 1,000 over rejection in my presentation, in my business. But I love the rejection. Reason why every rejection happened, I start to learn something new. This is what I did. I should not use this kind of word. I mistakenly approached them wrongly. I mistakenly used this word. Last week, I did presentation to Mr. James. Mr. James signed up into the business. Why? Because I used this word, correct method of presenting to him. That's why he signed up. But to Alex, rejection happened because I didn't do it in a proper way. So I have to improve myself on my next presentation with Teacher Mary. Can you see that? You will improve yourself. You will improve your quality. Thousands of rejection, you become expert. Fear of failure. You go to university teach you success. University teach you how to do things in a positive way. They only talk about the success. Do any university say failure? Do you think any university will teach you about the failure? Hey, make sure you fail your exam. No, Mr. Jimmy, Mr. Hondo, Mr. Elvin, Mr. Neil? No, right? Every university will teach you, make sure you pass your exam, make sure you pass your exam, make sure you pass your exam. No university will teach you, fail, 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 fail. Mr. Hondo, make sure you fail. Your mark should be 0. No. Only experienced university will teach you the lesson. Only experienced university. That means our own experience, our own practical things, own rejection will teach you the lesson. When people reject you, you learn something. You learn some beautiful method. You see, if people don't reject you, there is something wrong somewhere. From the 100 people, if all the 100 people join the business, means something wrong somewhere. Honestly speaking, something wrong somewhere. But from the 100 people, you must expect at least 70 to 80 people must reject you. I wish you all face thousands of rejection. That's my personal wish to all of you. Thousands of rejections, so you become expert. You become a real expert in this business. Can you see that? So you need to face this kind of rejection. You need to face this kind of challenges. So you learn and learn and learn. Keep improvising yourself. When you keep improvising yourself, when you improve your method, the next and the next and the next and the next presentation, what happened? You become expert. You become expert because you went through so much of rejection. Right? Now, let me ask you one thing. Mr. Jimmy, please answer me. How many presentations that you have done so far? I think you have been in this business for at least now 1 year. How many presentations that you have done so far? Mr. Jimmy. Okay, Mr. Alex. I can't hear you. What is that?
500, over 500.
Wow! Over 500 presentation.
2 years.
In 2 years. More to go. More to go. You want to become successful. You see, some people, I'm feeling sometimes very funny, you know. Dr. Barani, I'm in the business for past 3 years. How many presentations that you have done? Oh, I've done more than 40 to 50. You want to become a millionaire. You want 6-figure income, but you only completed 2-figure presentation, 40 to 50. How to become success? If you have done 40 to 50 presentation, how many rejection that you went through? Then you only went through 20 to 30 rejection. Now how to become success? How to become rich? How to become millionaire? 2 years, 500 presentation is nothing. But at least something. Right? Now if you look into that, do you expect all the 500 presentation to join the business? Of course, no. So you went through so much of rejection. Am I right, Mr. Alex? So much. So much. But with all that so much of rejection, today he become expert. He don't bother people sign up or don't sign up. He naturally can change his mind. Automatically the subconscious already programmed. If you come Nati come Nati go. If you join, good for you. Don't join, good for me. My job is to just share the product. My job is to just share the opportunity. You like, take it. Don't like, forget it. Bye-bye. That's it. Your subconscious automatically will work because it's already pre-programmed. And you went through 500 presentation. You went through so much of rejection. And you learn in every rejection. And you will identify what you learn. And you try to improvise that. And now you become expert. Sometimes nowadays you'll have a question. I cannot even sign up $1,000 worth of package. But nowadays I start to sign up 5,000, 6,000, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000, 100,000, just simply like that. You see, once upon a time, I cannot even able to sign up $1,000 worth of package. But now I can easily sign up $100,000 worth of package. How come? Once upon a time, you cannot do that. But now you can do that. Remember, you can able to do that because of the rejection that you face in your life. And you start to naturally fall in love with the rejection. You start to accept the rejection in your life. You learn something and new things and many things in the rejection. And you improvise yourself. Now you become expert. Can you see that? But people, they find too difficult to accept the rejection. You see, yesterday, there's one boy, very young boy, very energetic boy. I don't know if he's in the conference call today or not. Right? His name is Kumanan. He's from Malaysia. The beautiful part, he made appointment with 3 or 4 people for yesterday's program. But last moment, all the three people, they rejected him. They rejected. The rejection is not, hey, I'm not interested. Right? The rejection is, hey, I got no time. I'm tied up something. Suddenly something popped up. I'm busy. Of course, one of the rejection, hey, I've seen this product many times before. Right? So this kind of rejection. So he was a bit like totally down, little bit down, like, oh, I feel depressed. You know why? I called few people, but nobody turned up. Why you worry? Because the father turned up. All the while, the father didn't turn up to the office to listen to the presentation, but he's using the product. So the good, beautiful part, what happened, he is not saying the positive part. Hey, I invited my father respected me, and he turned up for the presentation. My mother is also there for the presentation. Wow, that is good thing happened to me. You see? But his mind is keep thinking, oh, these 2-3 people rejected me, the 2-3 people rejected me. So he should think about the positive part which has happened and take the negative part as a learning method, as a learning mode where why it happened, what is the reason it happened, did I fail to cheat my mind? And then he agreed, yes, dato, I failed to cheat my mind. With excitement, I went and called them. But I didn't cheat my mind. I didn't say, hey, I'm going to call you. You're interested, come. Not interested, forget about it. So you fail to do that. So when you fail to do that, now you fall into depression because too much of expectation. So this is what happened. Can you see that? So remember, you have to fall in love with the rejection. If you don't fall in love with the rejection, how are you going to come up in your life? No way. You have to fall in love with your rejection. So you keep learning and learning and learning. Hey, I have done hundreds of thousands of presentations. Can I say millions of presentations? Millions of demo time? You know that? I've seen many people, and I've seen few hundreds of thousands of rejection, and I become expert. Reason why? Because I keep learning and learning and learning and learning from every single rejection. And I become expert, and I know how to tackle the people, how to tackle the crowd, because I got that beautiful knowledge and the wisdom from the rejection. When I went through so much of rejection, my level of enlightenment in network marketing become higher. So I start to identify, when I meet people, I can identify what they're thinking about. And I can tackle the entire crowd, even though they have 100 people in the crowd. I know how to tackle each and every one. That is a beautiful things that you are getting from the people, from the rejection, from this learning. You want to become expert? You want to become an enlightenment person in network marketing? I wish you all to face thousands of rejection. Face it. Face it. You will naturally start to love it. When you love it, your enlightenment process happen in network marketing. In this industry, you become totally expert in this industry. Your level of thinking changed. Your level of understanding people change. You know, you never know. Sometimes we think that people say, hey, let me come back to you, Mr. Hondo. Give me some time. Give me 1 week. Let me think about it and come back. And we never know. Maybe that 1 week he didn't come back to you. Maybe he's stuck up or tied up with some other matters, right? Leave him alone. Don't call and hunt him. Don't call and hunt him. Oh, you said next week you'll come. What happened to you? Please. So they'll get pissed off with you, you know. They say, what is this? This guy is keep disturbing me. So leave them alone. Anyhow, they'll come back to you in another few weeks or 1 month or 2 months. They'll come back, Mr. Hondo, you still remember last month you was telling me about this pendant, Scala Energy, the business opportunity. I think I'm serious about it. I'm really interested about it. Can we meet and talk? How many of you all went through that process? I think many of you all went through that process. People might say, let me think about it and I'll come back. After 1 or 2 or 3 months later, they'll come back to you and say, oh, I'm interested in this business. So that is a process when you start to learn the rejection, right? So remember, rejection is something very, 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 very important to make you to become success in this business, right? I wish you all to face thousands of rejection, but for all these years or all these months, you have only done 5 to 10 or 20 presentation. Sorry, I wish you all to face more challenges. Why? Because you want to become success, you want to become very successful in network marketing in Destina One International, and you have only done few hundred presentation. How? How to become success? Every presentation that I do with the full mindset of training for me. When you do presentation, you're presenting to somebody, I understand. But my mindset will work how you know. Hey, it's a training for me. Every presentation I do is a training for me. Every presentation I do is a training for me. Every presentation I do is a training, it's a training, it's a training. So the more that I practice, I'm practicing, the more knowledge that I gain, the more rejection that I face, the more faster I reach my enlightenment in network marketing. Remember, you have to face all this. Remember of 10,000 hours. You want to become very successful and you want to make $1 million? Complete your 10,000 hours. Without completing the 10,000 hours, just 2-3 months or 4 months or 5 months, Dr. Barani, I've never achieved this business. I'm struggling a lot. How? Mr. Alex, please count. You have done 500 presentation. Take a notebook, count 500 presentation. Each presentation you take 2 hours. How many hours you have completed? How many hours, Mr. Alex? 500 presentation. Each presentation you take 2 hours. You only completed 1,000 hours. You have only completed 1,000 hours. You need to go 9,000 hours more. 9,000, of course. Even 1,000 hours, Mr. Alex, touch your heart and tell me, are you earning a good income? Yes, you're earning a very good income nowadays. Am I right? Just 1,000 hours you spend, you can earn this much. Imagine, take your bonus, whatever the amount that you earn, 1,000 hours you can earn this much of income. You have 9,000 hours to go to complete your 10,000 hours. You times your bonus, whatever amount that you earn, times with another 9. When you complete your 9,000 hours, by the time you reach that 10,000 hours, I mean total 9,000 plus another 1,000, 10,000 hours, your bonus is already 10 times than what you earn now. Can you see that? It could be daily, it could be weekly, it could be monthly. Remember, for 1,000 hours that you spend, you earn this much of income. How if you complete 9,000 hours more, Mr. Hondo? Your income is 10 times. And remember, let's say you earn every month $1 million. You're not happy enough? You're happy, am I right, Mr. Hondo? I'm not happy. I'm not happy. Because when I start to earn $1 million a month, I set the next dream. I set the next target. Now my income should cross 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, 2 million, 3 million, 4 million. I don't sit myself in a comfort zone. 1 million is now, I settle my life. Now I'm a financial freedom guy. No, I keep putting more dreams to achieve more and more and more. Reason why? Because not only 10,000 hours, I want to complete 100,000, 200,000, 1 million hours, man. Of course, I don't know I'll be alive or not. But at least I have a target that I want to complete that many hours. Can you see that? You have to complete your 10,000 hours. Remember, if you know that your presentation is not that much, take 2 hours for each presentation. Count and see how many presentations that you have done so far in entire presentation. That means you have never completed your 10,000 hours. So go all out to complete your 10,000. Keep doing, keep doing, keep doing, keep doing, keep doing more presentation. And definitely you will face a lot of challenge. So start to cheat your mind. Second thing, start love the rejection. You become expert. You see? Right? So I'll tell you one thing. Rejection is a must process in every successful life. You know that? You know J.K. Rowling, the Harry Potter? How many times she got rejected? Do you know that? You know Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook? Do you think Facebook is his first project? No. He have developed chat system, he have developed a lot of messenger system, he have developed so many projects before he got into Facebook. So he got rejected so many times before he became success in Facebook. J.K. Rowling rejected so many times. Alibaba, Jack Ma got rejected so many times. Then only he became success. And that rejection happened because for his own knowledge, because the rejection is a practice. When practice happens, you get more knowledge, you become expert. And you know what to do the next. When the first rejection happened, you know, second, you won't do the same mistakes what you did in the first. Third one, you know the second one, what mistake you did, so you won't follow that on the third. So you see, so start love the rejection. Can we love the rejection? Can we? Yes. I wish you all to face thousands of rejection from today onwards. But just sit at home, never meet anybody. I hope and I wish you meet many people after this. And I'll pray for it. You meet many people and many people and many people, and you face thousands of rejection. You become expert. Right? I become expert by just focusing on one. Just focusing on one. One business, one system, one life. That's called Destina One. I don't jump into so many business. Because even one business you cannot do. If you jump into so many business, how you are going to do in so many business? Am I right? Even one simple thing within 7 seconds you can prove to the people, and people got excited by seeing the demo. Even that also you cannot do. How you are going to join other business and develop the business? See? So I said, focus, be loyal in one. Focus, be loyal, and meet more rejection, more challenges, all kind of challenges, go through all kind of challenges. Once you went through all kind of challenges, you learn, and you keep learning, and you become expert, you become expert. And remember, love the rejection, so your enemy, rejection is your enemy, turn out to become a friend. And the rejection itself will start to help you to work on this. All right? Thank you so much. Thank you for everyone. I wish you all again, you face thousands of rejection, thousands of challenges, and I wish you all to meet more people, to do more presentation, to complete your 10,000 hours and become expert in this business. Right? So thank you so much. Thanks for everyone. And on next month, 27, I am flying to Manila, 28 November, I'm flying to Manila because they invited me to the Global Youth Parliament as a speaker. As a speaker for all the youth, so many country delegates is coming, and I'm going to talk about a social entrepreneurship Destina One platform, and I'm going to provide a beautiful opportunity to all the youth around the world to grab this opportunity to start the business and to grow with Destina One International. Right? So that is what we're going to do, and a lot of good things are coming in the pipeline, a lot of big things in the pipeline. And not only that, our Hope for Mankind, very proud to say, we are going to launch a food bank program next month on the launching 9th of November, a food bank program where we are going to have a food bank system where any poor people or people who got no money, or students who are studying in a university but no money to buy even a food, they can always walk into our office to pick whatever the food that they want. That means they can take a Milo or any beverage drinks or rice or whatever is free of charge for them. So it's going to be a food bank program. The first direct selling company who launched a food bank program in the world. And that is also with the support and the endorsement of Malaysian government, Ministry of Domestic Trade. Right? So that's a good thing. Right? And I believe through our Hope for Mankind, we can do a lot of good things in US, in Canada, in Malaysia, in Philippines, in many countries. Right? So let's hope for the best. See you all on the next Founders Friday. And I hope to see all these faces from US, Philippines, and everybody in my Destina One official inauguration of our new office. I hope Madam Merlin from LA to see you on the 9th of November in Malaysia, right? For our launching of our new office, inauguration of a new office. So I hope to see all of the leaders here, right? Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. Destina One,
World number one.
Destina One,
World number one.
Destina One,
World
number
number one.
Destina One,
World
number
number
one.
one.
Destina One, world number
World
one.
number one.
Thank you so much. Thanks for your time. See you on the next Founders Friday.
Thank you, Dato. Thank you, Dato.
Thank you.